Thank you for allowing me to present our technique for rotator cuff repair. Let's start by anatomy. You can see the glenohumeral joint look like a golf ball on a tee. 25% of the surface of the humeral head is in contact with the glenoid at all times during movement. The shoulder is the most mobile joint in the body, but also the most unstable. And the primary biomechanical role of the rotator cuff is to keep the humeral head on the glenoid center. Let's define which muscle compose the rotator cuff. We have subscapularis anteriorly, supraspinatus superiorly, infraspinatus and teres minor posteriorly. Each muscle has a role. Subscapularis for internal rotation, supraspinatus do abduction, infraspinatus and teres minor are external rotators. So why repair? There is three main goals. Relieve pain, recover mobility and strength in the shoulder. It also helps prevent progressive degradation of the joint. Beware to not confuse cuff tears and cuff wears, because 50% of people aged 70 to 80 present an asymptomatic partial or transficient cuff tear. In reality, it's a cuff wears. For people over 80, we can see that more 80% presented asymptomatic partial or transficient cuff wears. So, to explain our diagnostic management, I will give you 6 good reasons not to repair. The first, no tendon. You know, we love classification, and PAT is one of them. We can see stage 1 is easy to repair, but stage 3 can be impossible. No muscle. We look for, with MRI, the fatty infiltration. On the left, you can see a normal MRI, the subscapularis muscle, supraspinatus muscle, infraspinatus, and teres minor. On the right, you can see a stage 4 from another classification, doesn't matter. Stage 4 of fatty infiltration for supraspinatus and infraspinatus. This type of rotator cuff is not reparable. Poor quality bones or poor quality joint. On this X-ray, we can see glenohumeral arthritis, a severe one. Static subluxation of the humeral head, and dynamic subluxation of the humeral shoulder. We call that clinic pseudoparalytic shoulder, and this pseudoparalytic shoulder is found during the clinical examination. What is the basis of all diagnostic management? We realize systematically an X-ray to find 3 other reasons, and 3 important reasons, and MRI or arthro-CT scan to find the last 2. We use the lazy B chair position for our arthroscopy with 4 approach: posterior, posterolateral, anterolateral, and anterior. And we use mostly single row tension band repair. You can see on this video, we start to prepare the footprint. The acromioplasty, we done the acromioplasty yet. We put an anchor on the lateral face of the humeral head, and we use relay wire, PDS relay wire, then sliding knot to put the cuff on the good spot. It's our main technique, and usually we realize also biceps stenodesis and an acromioplasty. At the end, you can see the cuff and the tension band. Thank you.